Welcome to the Hillbilly RV channel. What are we doing with this stuff today? Well, we're repairing some damage done by one of these. The old rubber tarp strap. These kind of old school for you younger people. This was before bungee cords, but they're still used today. It's very popular. And believe it or not, it must be fairly common for you to run over these things in the road and that hook stick in your tire. Now, how does that S hook get in your tire? It's happened to this gentleman, happened to him last week. It's happened to me twice in my lifetime. Once about 7, 8, 9 years ago. Just driving down the road in my pickup. I seen a tarp strap laying in the road. Couldn't avoid it. Didn't even try to. Who would have thunk? And all of a sudden, slap, 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 slap. Pulled over and there's this tarp strap. The S hook and about that much of the tarp strap hanging out of my tire. And the tire going sssss. And believe it or not, that happened to me one other time, probably about 20 years ago. Exact same scenario. Tarp strap, the S hook. So, like I said, this gentleman had it happen to him last week on his travel trailer. And it slapped around and made a bit of a mess. So we're going to use this material today to repair the mess as best we can and get this guy back on the road. So y'all hang on, this should be a good one. So here is the mayhem that it caused. This particular camper has the underbelly that's that woven material, and had fiberglass insulation above it, and that tarp strap whipped around there and took out some of that. So that's what we're going to put back today. We're going to use aluminum and try and put this back and seal it as best we can. Get under here and get some measurements, and then we'll go out here and start cutting some material. We'll start putting this thing back together. Got my aluminum cut. Now I'm going to cut my styrofoam. I cut it just a little bit larger than it needs to be. That way when I push it up in there, hopefully it'll stay and it won't be falling out. And I just use my trusty old knife with the razor blade part, and just cut that styrofoam. So let me get that cut real quick, and then we'll be right back. Now I cut 2 pieces of styrofoam for each place, because we got a brace right here. So it's actually going to be 2 repairs. It's going to be one on that side of the brace, one on this side of the brace. So the 2 shorter ones go up front here. So let's see how they're going to fit. Like I say, hopefully I have to kind of force it up in there. Like I say, that way it will stay. Just like that. Oh, yeah, just like that. Oh no, are you okay? Knocked you over. Okay, we got that up in there. I'm gonna just do the exact same thing with these two pieces behind the brace, and then we'll double check our aluminum again. I made a couple of slight modifications to the aluminum. So let me get the rest of the styrofoam in. And as I always say, we'll be right back. Or something, I don't know what to say. Alright, styrofoam's in. Now let's take a short piece of aluminum. Double check it again. What I've done was cut a place here that I hope will tuck underneath of that brace. Y'all in my way. I gotta move y'all, and then I'll show you when I get up in there. Alright, there it is. So it's tucked up under this brace. Now I'm gonna silicone this all the way around on top. So I'll pull this back out, and then we'll just screw it down, because there's a tube of two here, and there's a tube of two right here. So we'll just shoot a few screws around that. And we'll do the best we can to seal it on the ends. This burlap, or this woven fabric, was never waterproof anyway. So we just do the best we can to try and keep water out of here. And that's all we can do. So let me, I'll test this other piece, and I expect it to fit just as well. And like I say, pull them both down. Put some silicone all the way around the edge. Just regular old 100% silicone. And then we'll start shooting some screws out. I've said lately how much I appreciate customers that let me video. It's really nice of them. They don't have to do that. So I'm just going around here with a liberal dose of silicone all the way around this perimeter. Alright, let's go ahead and put that piece of metal up in there. For the last time. Okay, see that little tab went up under that brace. Alright. Even cut my metal just a little long so it stays up in there. Also, like I say, we got a tube of two or tube of four or something runs down this side and down this side right beside the frame. So let's shoot a few screws in this thing to hold it up in there. We're not going to go plumb crazy on screws. 3 or 4 down each side. Probably 3 down each side. And that's really all there is to this. Once I get the other piece up in here too, I'll go around the edges, especially the ends, and slather a little more silicone on there just to make sure that got the ends good. So there is basically the finished product. So I'll silicone that end real good and this end, and this will basically be done. So get the other piece in. I'll be back to wrap this up. Have y'all ever fixed, because now if you have a blowout, it'll do the same thing. Sometimes a blowout is much worse. Not only will it, take out that, whatever underbelly your camper has and whatever insulation, but sometimes it'll take the wood out. It'll take the floor out. Whatever's above the floor gets destroyed. I mean, it can make a mess, but if you're lucky, you end up like this guy and you just tear up a little bit of underbelly, a little bit of insulation, no big deal. So yeah, y'all ever had that experience? Have you ever had a tarp strap go in a tire? I'd love to hear about it, because I just don't understand the physics that will allow that to happen. That blows my mind. So there you go. If you have damage in your wheel well, whether it's a tarp strap or a blown tire, that's how I fix it. The aluminum I used was just some leftover aluminum from another job, and I painted it black so it would kind of look somewhat original. But like I say, as far as I'm concerned, it's way better than the original, because I believe if you had another blowout, it would be a lot less resistant to tearing up. I'm sure, I mean, if you have a blowout, it's probably going to tear it up anyway, but because there's tires flapping around, it makes a mess. But that's it on this one. Thanks for watching. We will catch you next time. Y'all have a fantastic day. Hello, friends. Happy... I don't know what I was going to say. I am recording this video to put at the end of another video, as you can see, just to let people know what they can expect if they were to become patrons. Once a week, or at least twice a month, I do these videos just for my Patreon friends, and there's just really behind the scenes stuff about what's been going on. Cute one today. I had a customer. Did I tell y'all the story a couple of months ago? I've got a customer. He's been a customer for several years. Worked for him several times, and he texted me and he's like, "Man," he said, "I had a nightmare about you last night." I'm like, "What?" I mean, I don't know him that well, and I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah," he said, "I've been using a YouTube channel for white noise at night to get to sleep. Well, this particular night," he said, "about 3 o'clock in the morning, that channel ran out and it just automatically went to my channel." He said, "I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning." He said, "There's a man's voice." He's like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "Wait a minute, I recognize that voice." He's like, and then he started listening, and I was working on a Dometic refrigerator. He said, "Scared me to death." He said, till I realized what was going on. So if you use white noise, get an app on your phone, and don't do it on YouTube, because you don't know what you're going to wake up to. And my patrons, I think I told y'all that story, and if I've told you that story twice, I apologize. But what I was getting at was, let me find the text here. He sent me a text the other day, and let's see if I can blow it up here. He sent me a picture, and I'll see if I can show y'all where he parks his camper at the house. he has a very good view of his roof, and he had loaned the camper to someone for a couple weeks, and when he got back, the roof looked like that. That's the sewer vent. And he's like, what do you think? And I'm like, too much Taco Bell? I didn't know what to say. But yeah, that roof is definitely black around that sewer vent. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, we went on. I was just being funny. I thought it was funny. I don't know. Maybe nobody else does, but I just thought too much Taco Bell. First thing come to mind. So he's like, well, what do you think I should do? And he said, what would you clean it with? Soap and water. See if it'll clean off. I mean, I don't know what that is. I've never seen a black stain around the sewer vent like that. I mean, it sure looks like it's probably sewer gas came out and you know, made the roof dirty. I don't know. The person was using it was at the State Fair of West Virginia for 2 weeks, so Lord only knows what they ate. I don't know, but I thought it was funny. But yeah, so for my friends, really appreciate you guys being patrons. For everybody else, if you want to see more stuff like this, go to the description of this video. You'll see a link to Patreon. Go check that out, and if that's something you want to do, that's awesome. If you don't, that's awesome too. But tell everybody, have a great day. We'll catch you next time. Patrons, I'll see you next week. And if you become a patron, maybe I'll see you next week. I really try and do these every week. And I try and do them on Wednesdays. This is Thursday, so I missed last week completely, and I missed this week by a day, but I really try and do them. So just so y'all will know what's going on. So y'all have a great day. Catch you next time. And thank you. Whether you're a patron or not, thank you very much. Y'all have a great day.